Right, that's done. Not perfect, but not terrible.
And I know what you're thinking, Adam, what the fuck? Where has all the videos on the van been? Well, it's been 5 months since I last posted a video, so here's a recap of what's been going on. Hello ladies, gentlemen and gender-neutral toasters, welcome back. This is another episode of my van, let's get to it. Today's a rather exciting day for me, because I've spent the last lifetime trying to fill in all these pissing squares, and if you have a quick look now, you'll see that I've pretty much filled in all of the pissing squares, apart from those ones. But the rest of them are all good. Got side panel number 1, side panel number 2. There is there's a slight hole. Not too worried about that. That'll get welded. Just won't build the wheel arches just yet. However, it now means it's time for the big panels, and they're really exciting and really scary, because if you get them wrong, wood is about 70 quid a sheet at the moment, and you'll have just screwed the whole thing up. Right, without further ado, I guess the next thing to do is to try and make this panel here, which looks square. It's definitely not. It's a whole nother day. Now the second part of this video isn't actually going to be about the build itself, it's going to be about the van, because obviously I've said several times over, the van drives like an absolute piece of shit. So you may notice down there, I've got another gearbox, and it looks like crap. So I'm going to run over it with a wire brush, and then rattle can it. Big difference with this one is that this one came off a Mark III Golf TDI, so the 5th gear hopefully is a lot longer, because I worked out math and how to actually understand gear ratios, which is really fucking hard. So without further ado, here's a little time lapse of making this not look completely shit. It is Hammerite smooth black, so hopefully it can smooth some things out. So it's now about 2 weeks later. The plan was to get up nice and early, around 6 o'clock, and then crack on with the van. But it's kind of, yeah, it's doing a Britain. I guess I'll see you next time it's not doing a Britain. It's been a busy day and I am covered in shite. But the new gearbox is on. I had to go to a scrapyard to get a new slave cylinder, because the one that came with this used the screw-in type fitment, but now I've got a hydraulic line that runs through there and all the way up to the slave cylinder, the master cylinder up there. Gear linkage still has to go on and be attached, that's still a little bit off at the moment. What else? Drive shafts. Brand new drive shafts are on, well, on at the gearbox. I've now still got to put them on under here. Now we're at a point where I'm going to put the ball joint back on under here, put the drive shaft through the hole, and then carry on. Something fun that did happen the other day though. I was trying to cut some shelves out for the girlfriend's house, and I used my wheels as a table to cut things on. You can see the can you see the problem? Can you see the problem? It's not like they were brand new anyway, eh? Of course, what I really wanted was to put a hole through a tyre that was perfectly fine, and then have to drive to another town to go and get another tyre on a Saturday afternoon, because every tyre place in the little town where I work on the van is completely shut. Fuck! I tell you what, if I get there and this only bloody garage I'm thinking of is closed, I'm going to scream probably louder. All being well, it's on the right hand side here.
please be open. Oh, it's fucking shut. I've just driven the whole way to another fucking town for, oh, it's actually, oh, it's closed down. Oh, that's not good. They're open though. Let's have a look. I don't know how expensive this garage is going to be. Probably a bit ridiculous. But they're open. Don't know if I walked in the wrong way or what's going on. Apparently it's not a normal size tyre. I've got 2 sets of wheels with them on. Should have probably brought the other wheel actually and got them to swap it over. Did I say the right? Did I say that? Yeah, 195, 45, 50. How is that not a normal size? Now I figured the best way to solve all of these problems would be to buy another caddy and start again. I can't do that because I've got an engine swap and a cage welded into this one. So what I've done is bought another caddy, but I'm going to take it apart. So let's go and see it. I don't know if the guy's going to let me film. He might be weird about it, but we'll see. Now I have already been to see this once, and I'm aware that certain bits of it need a bit of work, but that's not a problem. I'm quite good with filler, and I'm going to rattle can the whole thing anyway, so I don't really care in terms of the bodywork. As long as the mechanical bits I'm going to nick are okay, like the intercooler and the pipes and everything like that, I can sort of make the rest of it work. Just want to take a second as well to shout out VW Chop Shop. So they're a Volkswagen breakers over in Ipswich in Suffolk, and they are so helpful and so nice, and they work like 7 days a week. They work their asses off. And they give really like generous and quite nice prices on everything. So hit them up on Facebook, VW Chop Shop. You guys are good. So they're proper tucked away on this little like shedded estate on the outskirts of Ipswich, but it's worth it. From what I understand, they've already dug the thing out for me. Oh, there it is, look. There it is. Say front end on it, lovely job. Intercooler, all the piping, magical stuff. So I'm going to be taking a shitload off this thing. Let's run through. My radiator leaks and they don't fit properly, so my radiator and fans are coming with me. The whole front end's going to come off. The front bumper is in the back. The intercooler and all the pipes are going to come with me. Obviously all of the turbo pipes are going to come with me. The battery is flat as anything, so that is completely pointless. I might take the fuel filter mount with me to see if I can move mine. I don't know if I can, but I'm going to give it a go because I prefer it there. That would make a lot more sense to where mine is, which is tucked under where this is. The exhaust is going to come off the turbo and go back. It looks as though this one might actually have raised engine mounts. Now, how annoyed he'll be if I just leave an engine on the floor, I imagine fairly. Unfortunately, the door locks have all been completely bodged in with filler, which is a shame. But we've got the Leon Cupra R seats, which are going to come with me. The whole centre console with the gauges are going to come with me. This is an Ibiza Dash, I believe. Might be a Leon Dash, I'm not sure. That's going to stay here because fuck wiring that back in. There's nothing else up here I'm going to want. No side skirts are going to come with me. Drive shafts. Obviously, this has got a flip rear axle on it. That's going to come with me. In the back here, he's turned it into a shed, which is lovely. It's all soundproofed. I need to cut out chunks of the arches. Don't know how I'm going to do that without electricity just yet, but I've got to cut out chunks of the arches to weld over mine. This is the front bumper. That's also going to come with me. Probably nick some wiring-y bits from down here just for spares, because they're always useful to have, because plastics get old and shit themselves. So let's start taking things out. I've just seen that this wing has actually been welded to the front frame, so it's going to be fun. This is why you should not trust things you see on the internet. Right, for starters, the wing was not bolted on. It was welded. Couldn't get that out because it's welded on. So that's both wings, completely welded. This is the main strut. This was apparently on the road. So this is the main strut, completely rotten through. Look at all the, just everything. unbelievably completely shagged. Now I'm trying to take it apart, and there's bits like this that are just welded on. Nice bare wire there. Perfectly safe, why not? What baffles me is that from a distance, obviously it looks alright. You sort of think, oh, yeah, not too bad. And you get a bit closer, that's all bent out. Obviously something's hit it at some point. This has all got loads of bubbled paint on it. This is completely filler. Completely filler. I'll tell you what, let's find out. Oh my god. George! Do you want to come have a go? Ready?
That's all glass. It's glass.
Yeah, someone's fiberglassed it.
The petrol cap. They did a really good job around it.
Look at the positives. It's just gone. Should we get the big hammer out? Obviously. All I can smell is filler. I don't know about you. Like, it just smells like fiberglass. Oh, it's got blue. Finally get the right master cylinder and lines so that my clutch may actually work. It's a bit bent, but I'm sure that's fine. It's just a bit like me. Oh darling. Right, slight problem. Half the wing stayed on the car. Who the fuck does this? There's obviously an Allen head screw hidden under the chunk of filler that just fell off. Can I interest anybody in some filler? Nothing to see here, just a man taking the wing off a van using the original factory bolts it was put together with. Let's have a pop at the side skirts. Oh, nice. Perfect look. Not even a bit of plastic in there. The bonus is, because they've been put on so badly, they're actually coming off in one piece. There's a bit of draft excluder in there. I mean, my plan was to cut out this bit. Oh my god. The whole arch is moving. Is the arch even... Oh my god. The arch isn't even attached.